Hello, my friends. I'm Clover, and we are solving Blades of Glory by Philip Newman. This is an arrow Sudoku. And in arrow Sudoku, we're placing the digits 1 through 9, once each in each row, each column, and each outlined 3x3 region. And then we also have some arrows in the grid, and for each arrow, the digit in the center circle, or the digit in the circle, is the sum of the digits along its arrow. So for instance, this number in orange is the sum of these two numbers in green. And that's going to give us our starting place because the only number we can add to 8 to make another valid Sudoku digit is going to be 1, making a total of 9. Therefore, this is going to be a 4. We need to put an 8 down here somewhere. It can't be here because then we would have to have a 1 next to it. So the 8 is in one of these cells and the 1 is in one of these two cells. We also need to put a 5 up here somewhere. It can't be there because there would be a 4 next to it, and so 4 is going to be in one of these cells to go with the 5. Okay, so what else can we place at this point? So, we need something that is greater than 4 here. It can't be an 8 and it can't be a 6 because those would lead to having double 4s or double 3s respectively. So that's going to be either 5, 7, or 9, which means this will be either 1, 3, or 5. Can't be a 3, so that's not a 7. And this is going to be either 2 or 6. It can't be a 6, therefore that's a 2, this is a 5. And this is going to be a 2, 3 pair to sum to a total of 5. Okay, what else can we do? So, this needs to be a minimum of 5 because it has to be a number that we have two different ways of making out of a sum of two different digits. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. And therefore this is 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Can't be 7, so that's not an 8. And this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't be 7, so that is not a 9. So this now has to be only 5, 6, or 7. So that's 4, 5, or 6. That's 3, 4, or 5. So we've reduced that. Now let's have a look. So the only position for 5 in region 3 is right there, leaving 7, 8, and 9. Or no, it's not right there. It is right here, leaving 7, 8, and 9 in these three cells. And we also need to place a 2 up here somewhere, a 3 down here somewhere, a 5 up here somewhere. That also cannot be a 2 because we have a 2 down below in that column already. We need a 1 in one of these two cells, but the 1 can't be here because it would have to be paired with an 8 to make a total of 9, which is impossible, so the 1 definitely has to go in that position. 1 can only go here with an 8. Perfect. Okay. Oh, and also this can't be a 4. I should have noticed that earlier. That 4 rules that out, so that's a 4, and that is a 5. Now these cells in the middle need to be 2, 3, 6, and 7, meaning the digits they sum with to form 9 will also be 2, 3, 6, and 7. Neither of these digits can be 2, so this is a 3, 6 pair with a 6 there and the 3 there. Therefore, this is not a 3, 6, this is a 2, 7 pair. One of these is going to be a 6. That can't be a 2. So this is either a 2 or 3, and because there's a 3 in the column, that will be a 2, 7 pair. And that resolves everything around this kind of central sun shape. Now we need 1, 2, 4, and 9 here. 1 and 2 are too small for that cell, so that is either a 4 or a 9. But if it was a 4, both of these would have to be 1 plus 3, which gives us 2 1s and 2 3s in that region, which is impossible. Now this is a 9, and its sum contains no 7 and no 5, so it's either 3 and 6 or 1 and 8. That can't be a 3 or an 8, so that can't be a 1 or a 6. There's also a 6 in the column, so that is now definitely a 1, 8. These will be 2, 3, 4, and 6. That can't be 2 or 3, that can't be 3 or 4, and that also cannot be a 4 or a 6. So we've reduced it a little bit, but we haven't quite figured out exactly what's going to go there. So we need to place 4, 6, and 9 here. For the same reason as before, 4 can't be there because there's only one way to make 4, not 2. These will be 3, 7, 8, and 9. There can't be a 9 on these because there can't be a 9 on the arrow. And now the next thing that stands out to me is, okay, one of these could be a 3, and that wouldn't allow a 6. Or it could be 7 or 8, which also wouldn't allow a 6. So no matter what, that's going to have to be a 9. So now 9 is either 1 plus 8, which does not work, so that places a 1 right there, and that places a 1 here, and that's going to be an 8. Now that makes this either 2 or 6. There's a 2 in the row, so that's a 6 with a 3. That cannot be 8. These are 4, 7, 8, and 9. And this can't be 5 or 6 because there's a 5 and a 6 in the column at this point, so that's an 8-9 pair, and we can figure out what these guys are because of the 7. Awesome. This also can't be an 8, so now these will be 3, 7, and 9. The only one of those that can live with the 7 is the 3, and that will be a 9 and an 8. And a 9, 7, and 8. The 9 rules 9 out of those cells, and now that's going to be a 4 and a 7. That can't be a 9. Cool, okay. This needs to be a 4 to go with the 7. And these are going to be 5 and 6. These are going to be 3, 4, 8, and 9. And that's just going to reduce by Sudoku. Except this doesn't quite reduce yet. I need to place 4, 5, and 9 here. This can't be 4 or 9. So that's going to be a 5. That can't be a 4, so that's a 9. And now that has simplified down. 9 can no longer be 4 plus 5 because there's a 5 in the region, so it is 2 plus 7, making this a 4, a 6, a 2, and a 3. This is going to be a 6 with a 4, and that is going to be a 5 with a 2, 7, and 8, and now we just need to figure out our sums to make 9. We can't use a 1, a 3, or a 4 to make this total of 9, so that's going to be 2 plus 7. Now we have 3 and 8 by Sudoku. That 3 goes with a 6. We need a 5 to finish the row, and now these are going to be 1, 4, and 9. And that is how you solve Philip Newman's Blades of Glory. Hope you enjoyed that one. It was a little bit on the tricky side, as Philip Arrow puzzles can be. Give it a try yourself. The link to solve it is in the description of this video below. And I will see you in 3 days.